Welcome back to Between Two White Coats, a podcast designed to help you be the healthiest version of yourself. I'm Dr. Michelle Plaster, a family medicine doctor.
And I'm her co-host, Amber Foster, a family nurse practitioner. In our combined 30 years in medicine, we've seen a lot.
We're discussing key issues surrounding health and wellness, answering some of our biggest questions, overcoming health obstacles, and giving patient-centered advice in hopes of educating you and providing the tools you need to live a healthy life.
If you find our podcast helpful, please consider subscribing so you don't miss an episode. And don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. This will help other people find our podcast.
Thanks for joining us. We look forward to serving you.
What?
Thank you for joining us on Between Two White Coats. We are in our third episode and final episode with Kristen, our great friend who's been sharing her weight loss journey. And we have talked about her journey, how she used medications to assist her. And we've talked about maintenance and how weight loss doesn't have a finish line, nor does good health. It is really a lifelong journey, and how do we continue that journey? And now today we're going to talk about the haters. We are gonna talk about you. Kristen is more brave than I, and she puts herself out there in social media. And people have things to say, but people on social media have things to say.
They're called trolls.
They're called trolls. So,
trolls.
yes, someone teach me what a troll is. Kristen, define this for me in whatever ways you know.
Okay, a troll is somebody who doesn't want to say something from their own name, their own face.
Oh, so they're anonymous.
They're
Oh,
anonymous.
That's just...
They have no picture. They have a fake picture and a fake name, and they just attack. They go after you, and it's generally because they're jealous.
Yeah.
It's like Mean Girls.
Or insecure, or broken in their own ways. Broken people break people.
Yep.
And so Kristen and I was it a year ago? That we did our Instagram Live, and we really just took the opportunity on Kristen's Instagram, Every Day is Darling, and how many people follow you on Instagram? Ish, it probably changes every second.
15, 20,000.
And there were
that's
so
like a
many.
UGA stadium full of people. Like I think sometimes we throw 120,000 people. Like that's not a lot.
Like it's not a lot. No, that's a lot.
That's like a lot. That's more than. We're not Georgia fans, but whatever that stadium is called.
Right.
Sanford
Stadium.
Okay,
Kristen knows that.
Now they're going to be haters.
You're about to get trolled. You're about to get trolled for that comment. So for over 100,000 people, we did an Instagram Live, and a bunch of people from all over tagged in. And as we were getting ready to start, so we talked about in that live, and we can try to pull that forward so people can find it too, because I think it was really
so many people love that.
So many frequently asked questions, and I think it was able to really speak to what people needed to hear about weight loss and weight loss medications. And so right before we were getting ready to start, sweet Kristen leans into me, and not that you would be able, if you're watching us on YouTube, you probably think we're the same age, but we're not. And so I could be Kristen's mom, and and she leans into me so sweet, and she's like, "Do you know what a troll is?" And I was like, "What?" I'm thinking he's like this little furry guy.
Yeah, like the cute little Justin Timberlake.
I used to have a pencil
person.
topper. I used to have a troll pencil topper in elementary school. So I'm thinking, I know what a troll is. And then she's like, there are people who are going to say really mean things and she was like trying to protect me and let me know, like, people are going to try to be hurtful. It's okay. Just let it roll. And I was like, well, thank you for that. Yes.
Yep.
And so there have been times where I have looked on your Instagram and looked at some of the comments, and it is so bothersome, not just because it comes from such a place of being so hateful, but because it's so inaccurate and it's so ridiculous. And it's so, one of the comments that really bothers me that comes up a good amount for a lot of people is, well, you cheated. Well, you didn't lose weight the real way. And so let's talk about that. I'm gonna try not to cuss. Let's talk about what
Trolls
kind
will make
of,
you want to cuss.
Yes. Tell me about the kind of stuff that people have said in that arena.
Just saying you cheated, you faked it. Of course you lost weight. You used the magic pill, the magic shot. That's one they love to throw out. It's magic. You just don't eat. It's a tool. It's a tool, and you have to work with the tool. The tool is going to help you.
Yeah.
Just like the screwdriver
Yes.
or
Whatever
Gonna
you
help
do with
you.
those, because we don't know.
yeah. I mean, I don't know either. It's a tool that's going to help you get the job done quicker, more efficient.
Well, it's very much like when you said obesity is a disease in the last episode. Like, you would never say to someone who had a stroke level blood pressure, well, just do that naturally.
Yeah.
You know, like, we would say, let's take a blood pressure medication. Of course, you need to do diet and exercise. We want you to do that.
Right.
But we also do not want you to have a stroke.
Right.
You
Yes.
know? And so,
Right.
like, we would never say to someone who was diabetic, well, good luck getting that sugar lower when it's 500.
Right.
You know, like.
And we're gonna talk to you about lifestyle change
Yeah.
to get your sugar down, to get your blood pressure down, to get your weight down. And we're going to give you the other tools that exist that may be medications. And at no point do people go, you cheated to get your sugar down. You used the medicine. Obesity is a disease, and there are many different tools that we have to treat it, and we should treat it aggressively. And we should use all of the tools.
Yeah.
There are so many flaws with these troll comments, but one of you took the easy way out. Why is that an insult? Why? So if I've got to get from point A to point B and there's a straight line, or I can zigzag all over the darn place, why would I zigzag?
Right.
Like, if people listening, if there's an easier way, I would explore it.
Right.
I would look at it.
Especially being overseen by medical providers. I mean, it's not like you're doing something behind the scenes that's bad or could be dangerous. It's under medical discretion. And
Yes.
why not?
Why wouldn't you get to so there is an easier way to find success and to get to good health. There is an easier way to reduce your insulin resistance and your fatty liver and
It's like
all
apnea
these.
now, some of the indications they have, and they're in phase 3 trials for like dementia, like all the things that the drug,
Yes.
other good things that the drug does besides weight loss.
Yes.
And like you mentioned multiple times, like it's the food noise for you. You know, it's more than weight loss, and I don't think that people realize that. And then
I mean,
like,
that's the result of the food noise. It's weight
Yeah.
loss, but the food noise is awful.
well, and you're an influencer, so you're probably used to trolls. Shelley and I would probably care less about trolls, but like
Yeah,
for some-
I love a quote. Your opinion of me is none of my business. I'm
good with that.
You have whatever opinion
But
about me.
for
You just don't
some-
have to share it
There's
with me.
lots of opinions.
Yes, that people like, and it may bother you, and I'm not belittling the fact that it may, but for someone else that might be looking to you for advice and saying, hey, she did it this way, and then they see a troll comment, and then it places a little bit of doubt in somebody else's head, or then they may not go get help.
Yeah.
Because we as humans want to believe everything on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not our providers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
comments like that really mess with people.
Yeah.
So it's important to have someone like you or your trusted medical provider to go back to just for the reassurance.
Yeah. And, I think even famous people who are in the spotlight, and there's all these comments about whether it's Kelly Clarkson or Jennifer Hudson or whoever else, and how did they lose their weight, and did they cheat, and did they take the easy way, and why do we care? And whatever their journey is, can we let it be their journey? But all of this being said, people, please realize this is safe. It is medically supervised. There has been a great amount of research that's gone into
this
it.
medication,
Yeah.
it's safe.
Well, and
So
if it's
much
not, and if it's
anxiety
not
around it.
medically supervised, then there's a problem. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, like
That's
you don't need to be
exactly.
taking something from
No.
Lord knows where.
Right.
No.
If you randomly go online
Then-
and someone sends you a vial of something and you start
No.
drawing it up and injecting
No,
it,
no, no.
then that might not be the best approach.
No.
But all of this being said, do not feel guilty. Do not feel like you have to hide that your business is your business. You don't have to put it out there, but there should be no shame in the fact that you use the tools that are available to get to the desired goal that is going to be your best health.
Because it's not easy for everyone.
No, and
It's
on,
not.
It can come easy for y'all, and it
Yeah.
couldn't for me.
Yeah.
That's
On the
just
flip
it.
side, like of just trolls, is there any story that stands out to you that you've like influenced someone in a positive way?
Oh, good. Yes, let's talk about that. That makes me cuss less.
But you know what I'm saying? Like for
Yeah.
you to, this is what you do. I'm assuming being an influencer is your job.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like, this is what you do. It's like when
Yes.
we come to work and see patients, you are influencing people. in all kind of ways.
Right.
Like, is there something or someone that's reached out that you're like, you know what, I don't even care about the trolls because this is what
100%.
about. Okay.
And for every troll, there's 20
million other people that are
just beautiful souls.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I have gotten the most messages on the weight loss, and the most people have said to me, because of you, I started the shot. Because of you, I had the courage to start the shot. And that just blows out everything.
Yeah.
Like, the majority of the people, you're going to have a bad apple in any and every situation. But the majority of people have really taken a lot from my story and my journey, and have bettered themselves and have seen the same success that I've seen.
And when you look at what your journey was, it wasn't just about, and so there are pounds gone. Mm-hmm. It is about a healthier lifestyle.
Yes.
It is about a better self-image.
Yes.
It is just a real journey of trying to evolve into the person that you desire to be, and then to be able to encourage other people to be brave enough to take that first step to work to become the person that they want to be. That's huge. That's, life-changing for people to be able to say, I hate myself in this body that I am in this moment.
Yes.
I feel so bad about this, and I'm going to start doing the work to and it is still work. So we talk about, you took the easy way out. We know people who are on these prescriptions who do not lose weight.
I'm like, how in the world?
And the weight loss on it is not 50% of your start weight. It's around 15 to 20%, depending on the medication and the person. And so there is work to be done with it.
Yes.
But there is also, it helps to start seeing some success, because it's very hard when you're trying everything and you're not getting any success. And then you're just like, well, even why? And so the people who are doing the right things and not getting, you add just this little extra something, keep doing the right things. And then you see success, you're motivated, you stay on the journey.
Yep.
What have your girls said? Have they, they've seen it in real time. So sometimes when you're seeing people in real time, you don't realize, like, oh, mommy lost 6 pounds. 60 pounds.
Yes.
Not that they would notice that anyways, but I'm saying, like, what have you seen in your home life that has been benefited from weight loss and or your journey?
They'll look back on pictures and be like, oh, mommy, you look different. Like, I know.
Yeah, don't ask a kid their opinion, right?
Yeah, right. But I'm a better mom. I'm a better mom because I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
I wish that with my first baby, I had taken the time for me that I take now with my third, because I'm a much better mom, bless her heart, to my third than I was my first, because I feel better about myself, and I fill my cup up just as much as I fill theirs. And that's
Would
so
you say
important.
that to moms? Like, because that's your target. I'm assuming that's your target.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I love your Every Day is Darling on Instagram is really named that because it's a little bit of sarcasm of, hey, those of you who are a mom and you are surrounded, and we, joked about strugglehood in the first episode as for motherhood. But it really is pointing out it's hard.
Every day is not dark.
Every day is not dark. It's hard.
At all.
Yes.
Yes, it's hard. It's a lot. And this is just a tool, I think, in motherhood even, that's great. Like the season. This is the hard season. And a season can last for 5 years. And if you need the medication for 5 years, so be it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in 5 years when my kids are older and I'm not so stressed and stress never ends.
Yeah, right. Okay, but it changes. I'm not wiping butts, right?
Right.
Like you are.
Right.
We're talking about potty training. Yeah.
And,
my kids are 15 and 17, so the stress is different.
Yes.
But it is not like that.
Not like that. Yeah. So, I could be fine in 5 years without the medication, but just this season of just constant go and tasks with different age groups, it's a huge help.
Yeah.
And I am not ashamed the slightest bit. I think it's the best decision I've ever made. And I would do it 10 times over again. Yeah. And I wish I had started sooner. So if you're on the fence of, gosh, I just don't know, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And you can always stop it.
Yeah,
like
that was the advice Scotty gave you is you could try it and you can stop it.
Don't obsess over the warning label. They have to put that out there. Don't obsess over, well, what if people think this or think that? people think you're fat right now.
Yeah.
So do something about it.
Right. People
You
are,
know, like
people
they're gonna
with,
think.
people with negative opinions are going to share that negative opinion.
Regardless.
It really doesn't matter who's in
Yes.
front of them or what their situation is.
And that's a reflection of them. The
No,
trolls.
that's exactly right.
The trolls, they're going to make fun of you for being fat, then they're going to make fun of you for being skinny. Saying, you look too skinny, or
That's
you
exactly
look too
right.
sick, or, you know, you did it the wrong way. Or if someone doesn't like you, they're not going to like you fat or skinny.
Right.
They're going to always find something.
And a
Well, the fact that they
judgy
don't even
person's
put their
going to
name
judge.
really is the thing that gets me.
Right.
Or even the people that do put their
Yeah.
even if they're not a straight troll, like they've formed an opinion on you, they don't like you, and they're not going to like you
Yeah.
no matter how you
What
are.
you
So
mean?
you do what is best for you. You do what you think is going to increase your self-worth and
Yeah.
your
And I'm fully aware that the troll people of the world do not care about scientific evidence or proof
No.
that they are wrong. So I'm not speaking to them. But for those people who may read what they post, let's just put a few facts out there.
Yes.
Google search me, look for all the reliable resources. Those may not be popping up as an ad, but here's the facts about the medicine. It is safe.
Yes.
And it is safe for many, many things. It is being approved over for so many. Semaglutide has been approved for weight loss, for diabetes, for insulin resistance,
and
for
diabetic
cardiovascular disease.
stay on this life
Yeah.
long, right?
And-
so it's not like you can't stay on it for
Great point. It is not a short term, has to be short term.
Yes.
There are some old prescriptions for weight loss that we didn't like keeping people on for a long time. This is not one of them. Diabetics can stay on this for life. This is not a brand new trend of a medicine.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
GLPs have been around for
12
a
years.
long time, for 12 years, and we've had people on them and watched, and people do well on them long term. One of the other things that I saw posted, and someone posted to Kristen that I was like, and this one I think I actually had a comment. Sometimes I depend
That's
on
what
my
I'm talking
phone
about,
down.
Shelly. Make a comment. Make a comment.
Someone said, you're stealing that medicine from diabetics. And so now we're in the time where the pharmaceutical, by the time that this airs, it'll probably not be true anymore, but the pharmaceutical companies are saying there is no longer a shortage on these medicines. But since the last couple years or longer, there's been a national shortage on the medicines. Well, first of all, because of the national shortage, compounding pharmacies are able to make it readily available. Kristen was getting compounded medicine from us, so she wasn't going to the pharmacy and asking for something for the diabetics.
Yeah.
Also, even if you're going to the pharmacy, Zepbound is not what's being prescribed for diabetics. It's Mounjaro. And so we're not stealing it from the diabetics and then leaving them in diabetic comas because people are trying to lose weight. That is not what's happening. There are so many things that people are posting that it's just not true. It's just not accurate. And I love what you said, that have your own personal journey. Don't let the trolls or anyone else influence. And
keyboard warriors. That's another one.
Keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors.
And we have patients who come in who may never be on social media, but they've had their mom or their sister or their someone influence them. And it's okay to get weigh-in from people, but at the end of all of it, it's your journey. It's your personal journey, and you have to decide what's right for you. And if it doesn't sit well with you, don't do it. If it does, don't let other people influence you not to do it. But the fact of the matter is, and I ended the last conversation with you the same way, obesity is a disease. And there are profound negative impacts on your health.
Yes.
Don't ignore your diabetes. Don't ignore your hypertension. Don't ignore your heart disease. Don't ignore your obesity. Don't ignore being overweight. It will have a profound negative impact on your health. Let's not judge people who have a disease.
Yes.
I think it was so important in the first episode where you said, I came into Scotty and I told her I have attention deficit disorder and I think I may need a medication, because you really were hoping that it might help with weight as well.
Yes.
We are willing to say to our providers that we have a mental health issue, but we are not willing to talk about the weight. That is just how we have been guilted.
Yeah.
There is so much that society
Especially
is
moms.
doing, especially moms.
Especially moms.
Yeah. And so moms feel like they're a failure, and then the other thing that I just think is so important, as you say, especially moms, is let's also, moms, let's give ourselves permission to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
You know, you
I
had
wish
these,
I had done it sooner.
yeah, you had these young babies who needed you to stay alive.
Yep.
And meanwhile, you're killing yourself a little bit over time by not caring for yourself at all.
Right.
So even now, when we talk about your self-care, talk about your self-care now versus when you had, you know, just the two littles and what you've learned.
So now I take time for just me to either go out on a walk or go, whatever it be. I always carve out time in the day for me. And
that's not selfish.
People will say that's
No.
selfish, or that's, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. Well, whatever. That's all part of the health journey.
It's all kind of, and you put the oxygen on yourself, or you won't be breathing to put the oxygen on
Right.
someone else. When you
Right.
were not taking care of yourself. So when you talk about selfish, it was selfish for you to let yourself get so sick and feel so run down and have such low self-esteem and
Yeah.
think you could parent well.
Yep.
That was actually
Spending
not
every waking moment with your children, which we feel like we have to. But you really don't. And it doesn't make you a bad mom. It does not make you a bad mom.
And it might make you a bad mom if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not
Yes.
carving time out, because you have a level of frustration of the baby's crying and the toddler screaming, mom, 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 and you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
And then how are you parenting through that? We're not.
You're blowing up, you're yelling,
Yes.
and that's actually damaging your children more.
Yes.
You know?
And I loved when Amber asked you, well, you know, what have the kids seen? And the kids aren't talking about, boy, mom used to weigh 60 pounds more. The kids are talking about how much fun you are and how you spend this valuable time together and how great that walk is that you do as a family.
Yeah.
And that's what you're able to bring when you take care of yourself. You have so much more to give everyone and
So
everything else. That if you're not taking care of yourself, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to think that you're doing a good job for everyone else
Yes.
because you don't have it to give.
No.
So I think that this journey that, you know, we've been talking about your weight loss journey. This is your life journey.
Yes.
And as you do better for you, you do better for everyone else. As you recognize that health matters, you feel better, you have more to give. And now you're this person who recognizes, I'm not going to let myself get so down on myself before I make a change.
Right.
I'm not going to not take care of myself at all and act like a hero.
Right.
And I'm going to be able to be focused on, if I go for walks and I do things in my own wellness and I focus on my nutrition, I just have so much more to give.
100%.
Yeah.
How's your medical team? Like, I mean, Shelly and I are taking some credit, but we really shouldn't.
No, we weren't.
It
was
was
all Scotty.
It was all Scotty. But like, I'm so proud of you. Like, to be that vulnerable and to as many people as you are, and even here today, like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
If it can help one person.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people like me that are just scared.
Yeah.
Very scared, very hesitant. And I would encourage you to just do it. Just start now. Start now. There's nothing to wait on.
Yes.
The time is now.
You nailed it. The time is now. There's never a better time than right now to take better care of yourself.
And don't trust the trolls. Don't read the trolls.
Don't read
That's
the
exactly
trolls
right.
Or the haters.
Yes.
No.
Or the keyboard warriors.
Trust your medical providers. You know, you wouldn't come to me and say, how can I fix my car? You know, like,
Right.
I don't know. The trolls don't know.
Yeah.
You go to your trusted medical provider. And if you don't have one,
Come find us.
Come
Or
find
someone like
us.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. There are people out there who want to help you.
Yeah.
You can be vulnerable, but start now.
Yeah.
It's such excellent advice. Kristen, you're the best. If you
Yeah.
guys are not following Kristen and you're an Instagram person, if you're an Instagrammer, if you're on the Instagram, then please find Kristen on there because she's a wonderful, positive, encouraging voice. And Amber and I will go home and use the word trolls to our kids. And my son will roll his eyes loudly. Thank you so much for joining us today.
We like to leave you on a good note. Today's Tell Me Something Good comes from Dr. Plaster.
I think Something Good is unsung heroes. There are so many people that are doing amazing work and we forget to appreciate them. the trash people, the mail people, people who are in our community that are doing jobs every day. So appreciate and show appreciation for your unsung heroes. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, take care of yourself.